Welcome back, everybody. You are now listening to the Say What You Like Sports Podcast. I am Philip Enriquez with my partner, Eric Hernandez, and it's 2020. The season was not canceled due to the pandemic.
No, we're still going strong.
We're still going strong. We're going to ride this wave for as long as it lasts, man.
Yep.
And I think we got to kick it off by just sticking to the script and going through our picks for Week 1. Currently, as we're recording, the Thursday game, the kickoff game, is going on between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'll go over that real quick. In this one, Kansas City at home, there's no way I'm not going with the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, you got to take Kansas City. Very rarely do Super Bowl champions lose the first night out. They're one of the most prolific offenses. And, yeah, I mean, this was a slam dunk.
Yeah, so the Chiefs are minus 10. I think Houston may cover the spread, but Kansas City's getting the win. And we are using our picks. We are doing our picks here on the podcast on the Pro Pick'em app. So if you'd like, you're more than welcome to download the Pro Pick'em app. You will find the league, Say What You Like, and put in the password, which is NFL 2020, and that's with no spaces, NFL 2020. And you can make your picks alongside us. So let's go and get to the Sunday games. And the first game on the docket is the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Who are you picking in this one?
I got Seattle. I think that their season is going to start off much the same as it did before with a very close win. I think Atlanta will be better than they were. But at the end of the day, I don't know if they can bring the pressure to slow down Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson makes a few plays, and I think that they get out of there 23-20.
Upset special. I picked Atlanta to win the NFC South. I'm going to have to just stick to my guns right out of the gate. I'm going with Atlanta in an upset. This is my upset pick, Atlanta over the Seattle Seahawks. You're right. My concern is the magician that Russell Wilson is. But, hey, I think Atlanta's going to carry that momentum from 2019 and take the win. And they're being spotted 1.5. So, I'm taking them outright, but I think they'll definitely cover the spread. Next game we have is the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are minus 6. I'm going with the Bills to win outright and probably cover the spread.
Oh, yeah, they're winning, and it won't be close, I think. This is kind of like the litmus test for what Buffalo is. If you're a good team, you should be able to beat, the Jets pretty soundly. It shouldn't get too close because at the end of the day, you're the dominant team. You have the receivers, you have the running game, you have the quarterback, you have the defense. You have an edge in every category going into the season. Yeah, I got Buffalo big.
Me too. Then we're going to the next matchup, which is the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. Detroit is minus 1.5. And you know what? Here's another darling of mine. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions in this one.
And while I did pick them to finish fourth, I will pick them to win this game as well. I think that Matt Stafford's going to be excited to be back. You have DeAndre Swift. I think they catch the Bears kind of napping. I don't know what we're going to get out of Mitch Trubisky, but it hasn't been good so far. So
No, it has not.
And they're playing at Detroit, so I give Detroit the edge at home, and I think they walk away with the 3-point win.
Next game on the docket is the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are minus 3.5, and so I'm going to take Green Bay here just outright.
Yeah, especially I think with the news breaking that Dino Hunter's going to be missing, I think the first 3 games. That hurts. You have Yannick Ngakoue, but he's just getting in.
Yeah, he's got to get acclimated.
Yeah, you're bringing in a new receiver. You're bringing in a new offensive coordinator. And I just think that, like I said, you have to get pressure on Rodgers, and I just don't think they have enough to get pressure on Rodgers. So at the end of the day, you know what? Green Bay is going to Green Bay until they don't. And so give me Rodgers winning 24-20.
Next game on the schedule, we have the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. The Patriots are minus 6.5. I'm going to take the New England Patriots outright, but you know what? Miami might give them a fight and cover that spread.
Yeah, again, this is all because the defense kind of just said they wanted to take a break as far as New England goes. So I still think they're good enough. I still think they're coached well. They have the talent. I think they'll be able to beat Miami, who's still trying to get their feet wet, still trying to learn. And yeah, I got them winning by about a touchdown, so I think they'll win comfortably.
Yeah, and then if you look at the Pro Pick'em app, man, it looks like this is a close game. We have 49% of people on the app picking the Miami Dolphins to win outright. So
Yeah.
it's a very thin line. Then the next game, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins in an NFC East divisional matchup. You know what? I'm going to go for another upset here. I'm going to say Washington wins this game outright.
You just want to give me a
Definitely
game.
covers the spread.
You really want me to go a game up, I guess. All right, I'll take that. It's going to just lane one there for me. Yeah, no, I got Philly. As broken as Philly is as far as offense, I still think they are better. I understand where you're coming from as far as the defense. I just don't think they've had time to gel yet. I don't think the coaches have had, because you think about it like this, they're still worried. They're still going through everything with, Ron Rivera and what's going on with them. So I still think that the Eagles are still far more talented. They're far better coached right now because they've been more consistent. They're not breaking in a new coach. I think it may be close early, and I think it's the same thing like last year where maybe going into the fourth quarter, Philly's only up by 3 or 4 points, 10-14. Yeah, I think their experience and their coaching kind of sets the precedent, and they walk away with the win.
I agree with you, but it's like what Shannon Sharp said earlier today. Boiled water hardens the egg, but softens the potato. So I know there's a lot of turmoil, but I think that's why Washington's going to have it early. Then you have the next game, Las Vegas Raiders at the Carolina Panthers. Carolina is a 1.5-point favorite. And according to the Pro Pick'em app, 0% of the people are picking the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow, no love for the desert. I would be one of them, so maybe when it saves, it'll record that, because I am picking the Raiders to win.
Me too. What are we, zeros?
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Man, I'm picking the Raiders.
Yeah, I think they're a more succinct team. Like I said, we talked about in the breakdowns of the divisions. Carolina is rebuilding, so I don't expect much out of them.
Yeah, same here. So then that takes us to the next matchup. Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Indianapolis is a 7.5-point favorite on the road. And I'm still going with Indianapolis, man. I don't see how you can pick against them.
Yeah, Jacksonville, another team that doesn't know they're rebuilding, is rebuilding.
Right.
And I suspect you see a lot of running the ball behind that offensive line. And Indy kind of walks away, breaks Jacksonville late, and wins by 10, 12 points.
Then we have Cleveland at Baltimore in a divisional matchup. Baltimore, 7.5-point favorites. And 95% of people are picking Baltimore. And I'm with the 95% on this one.
Yeah, I know Cleveland did give them a fight last time, but I just think opening up, you're still integrating a whole new offensive line as far as the tackles, adding a new coach is a bit much to ask for Cleveland. I think Baltimore gets off to a rolling start.
Then in the later games, we have the Los Angeles Chargers against the Cincinnati Bengals. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites on the road. And as much as I think that this can be a fairy tale start to Joe Burrow's career, in the end, I got to go with the Chargers on this one.
He's going to see a lot of Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
A lot of Melvin Ingram. And I just think that the Chargers are just a better team altogether, and I expect them to walk away with the win.
Yeah, I do as well. And then that takes us to some more games, some more late games. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans, 4.5-point favorites. 79% of people are taking them on the Pro Pick'em app. And so am I, man. It's another one. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints. I think they're going to spoil Tom Brady's debut in Tampa.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I see New Orleans winning. I don't think the Bucs have it yet. I think maybe with this game played at the end of the year, when they play again, it'll be different. But right now, give me consistency. Give me New Orleans beating the Bucs in a close, good game.
Then we have the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. NFC West matchup. And the San Francisco 49ers are 7.5-point favorites. 89% of people on the Pro Pick'em app are taking San Francisco 49ers, and I'm hard-pressed to argue with them. I'm going to go with San Francisco, too. Arizona might give them a match, but in the end, I think just San Francisco's just too talented, and I think they're going to be prepared and well ahead of the coming off the Super Bowl and that Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, I look at it like this, especially during this time. I expect teams who can run the ball and play defense to have an edge, and that's what it's going to be. And I think San Francisco kind of wins going away at the end.
Sunday night game. The Dallas Cowboys, 3-point favorites on the road at the Los Angeles Rams, my backyard. 63% of people, though, are picking the LA Rams on this app, on the Pro Pick'em app. I just got to keep it real. I'm going Dallas, man.
Yeah, and so this is my upset. I take the Los Angeles Rams to win. And the reason I take them to win, even though I think at the end of the season Dallas will be better, I look at it like this. You're installing a new defense. So that means that there's going to be some confusion. You didn't get to practice it against other teams like you normally would. So at the end of the day, I look at it like this. They're going to have to deal with the running game of the Rams. The Rams kind of are getting a chance to be something different, something not on paper for the Cowboys to look at. I think their ability to force the Cowboys to think defensively will allow the Rams to win. I am interested to see who really is calling the plays. What is the play calling for the Cowboys? Because I think that if they kind of run that traditional West Coast slants, I think the Rams are actually built to stop that, slow that down. They have corners who can get up and be physical. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a better game than it was the last time. I think it'll be close. But at the end of the day, I still think that the Rams' cohesiveness, they're coming back. I think it's just a little bit more than Dallas who's putting things together.
Everybody's wrong sometimes, man. Yeah. That takes you to the Monday night games. Pittsburgh Steelers at New York Giants. Wow. I mean, you figure they'd come up with something better than that for Monday night. Pittsburgh is a 3-point favorite on the road. Look, the difference between these two teams to me is the Steelers still have their 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback returning, and they just have a much more proven of a defense. Give me Pittsburgh over New York.
Yeah, I think that game's going to get ugly quick. I really do.
Yeah.
I think
it has that potential.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, you have a quarterback who had a fumbling issue against, T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree. Yeah. That defense, yeah, give me Pittsburgh all day.
Then the second Monday night game, always the first week in week one. There's 2 Monday night games. We have the Tennessee Titans at the Denver Broncos. According to this, the Denver Broncos are 2.5-point favorites. I wonder if that's after the Von Miller injury. 75% of people on the Pro Pick'em app, they're taking Tennessee. And you know what? I'm going to do so as well, especially with that injury.
I'm still taking Denver.
Really?
I do. I think that Tennessee, I need to see Tennessee before I give them benefits of the doubt. I think what they did was great. I think they're a good team. I think they got 9-7. I think they got a playoff. But early on, they don't run Derrick Henry that much. And right. I look at their defense. I think that Denver should be able to run the ball. I think Jerry Jeudy is actually going to be the best rookie of week one as far as the wide receivers go. I could see him kind of making a name for himself on Monday night. And just give me Denver to win a really good game at home in a Mile High. First game, they haven't played preseason. They're up in Denver. You know what? Give me the Broncos.
What's your score there on that one for the tiebreaker? I got 2010.
I got Tennessee. 2017 Denver.
So we're both picking none of these teams to score more than 20 points.
Yeah, that's the cap for these two teams.
I would agree with that. So that's it. The week one picks, they're in the books, man. And let's see how we do. I know I started off a little hot last year, but
much like your Cowboys,
kind of fell out down the stretch. So hopefully it'll be different, just like my Cowboys. So we'll catch you all in week 2 with some more picks. And again, feel free to download the Pro Pick'em app, and the league is SayWhatchaLike, password NFL 2020.